Can you summarize sort of for our viewers, like maybe what are the warning signs? What are the ideas that people need to be on the lookout for in their church, maybe with their Christian ministries they're in contact with, or their friends and neighbors? How do they spot leftism encroaching?
So first off, let me say, and to temper this a little bit, I am not encouraging people to go on a witch hunt. I think that we have to recognize that there is room for some diversity of doctrine and belief within the church, and that just because somebody sees things, you know, I'll get asked, is this TV megachurch pastor, is he the Christian left? And most of the time the answer to that's no. He's not the guy doing this. He's preaching Christ, he's selling books, he's doing his thing. But what we are seeing is people intentionally taking the church towards these really counter doctrines. And so I call them the canary in the cage. What does my church teach about abortion? What does it teach about marriage? What does it teach about the Word of God? Does it teach the Word of God? What does it teach about, you know, things like diversity and inclusion and equity? And these answers to these questions, does it line up more with what we see from a biblical framework? Does the pastor lean towards a socialist worldview? Do we see this within elders of the church? Oftentimes the pastor, you know, I talked to a megachurch pastor. I won't even say the stakes. I don't want to out him, but he read my book. It's one of the largest churches in his city. They have 5 different campuses, and he goes, I just figured out I'm totally surrounded on my elder board by Christian left members, and I didn't know it, and I don't know how to change it now. And he feels like he's the last person trying to hold this church together to prevent these elders from taking it in a different direction. It's not always a senior pastor. It could be somebody else who's influential.